This is a Tape Deck podcast.
Hello and welcome back to We'll Run For. This is your host Tom, and with me as always are Michael and Diana.
Hello.
Hello.
So we are using these weird microphones that we have attached to our shirts because our thing broke. And so we'll see what this sounds like.
I know they're super sensitive, so I'm trying not to move, but my mic is affixed firmly to my bosom. So I just wanted to say bosom.
They should be fine for you. We used to have problems with them because we have hardwood floors. And nothing on the walls.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha.
if you remember the never having pictures on any wall ever house.
Oh, yeah.
And hardwood floors. You
And
have
hardwood.
rugs and stuff all over the place.
Yeah. I did.
That we do.
When I worked, I guess this is like a couple companies ago, I did like a podcast where I was like interviewing leaders in the company and that kind of thing. And we didn't really have a podcast studio or anything at the office, so I recorded it all at home, and they sent me home with all these like this stuff to do it with. And the guy like made me test everywhere like in our apartment, and I had to like finally like go into like a closet and record it. And that's like this is probably 7 or 8 years ago, maybe 8 years ago at this point. I guess 8 years ago at this point. So I want to say like, oh, that was early in podcasting, but it wasn't. I guess just like technology is caught up where you don't have to do it in like closets anymore.
Y'all, I'm tired.
What time did the dog get you up this morning?
3 a.m. That
Woof.
was nice.
You're getting up earlier than me. I was up at, I think, 4 of the past 2 days. 4:30, something like that.
Well, what we've been doing is he's just sitting out on the couch, kind of barking at nothing. And then I just kind of sit with him and he passes out and then I go back to bed. But I've been trying to go back to bed instead of just staying up and being miserable the rest of the day. So
Yeah.
I'm figuring it
There'd be
out.
no way. There would be no way I could function.
I don't know. Celsius energy drink is mine. Which was interesting. So I don't know if we mentioned when we talked about Charles Street 12, and I don't think I'd seen this before, but they were giving out like little samples, at the water stop of Celsius energy drink.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
they instead of Gatorade, they had Celsius. So I guess they're doing
Interesting.
like an electrolyte powder, I guess now.
And it wasn't a lot. Like it was just
Well, that's what they had at all the drink stops.
Yeah.
Instead of Gatorade.
Yeah. I just thought that was interesting. I hadn't seen that in a race before.
It tasted like Gatorade.
Oh,
It
it's
was fine.
basically like a typical electrolyte
Did you think it
powder.
tasted like? Yeah, did you think it tasted like Gatorade?
Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like all that stuff tastes the same, and I
Yeah.
never know like trust it like how it's worked like at a race because they never get the rate because it's volunteers. Like they never.
Yeah, the ratio
it's
could
either
be like
too thick or it's
Yeah.
like I don't know. It's like never great.
Yeah, I agree.
So I feel like a lot of times, like for a race weekend, I'll take water from the water stops, but I'll carry my own like Gatorade mixture.
Yeah, that way you know how it's
Yeah.
mixed and you're not just grabbing God knows what mixture.
Yeah, because you grab it and you take a drink and you're like, why is it so thick?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What's interesting, so last weekend, whenever I did the 19-mile run, I tested out the water pack or my my hydration vest, and I pulled that out of like a closet, and I like start pulling stuff out of the pockets.
Oh, yeah. You hadn't used it since dopey training.
Yeah, like there were like some cheese and crackers in there.
Oh, nice.
There was the chocolate goos that
Did you eat them?
I've not been on them in a long time.
No, I just threw away a huge container of them.
Yeah. Yeah, they revolted against me. That used to be my go-to. I used to love a chocolate
I can't
goo.
believe
We
you ate
warned ya.
those. They were disgusting.
I did too. And then it's like we said, one time they just won't go down.
Nope. And it's violent when they don't go down. You're like, what is happening? I can't swallow. So that was gross. But the hydration pack worked perfectly. So I'm going to need it the next couple weeks.
Yeah. And Michael, you're getting ready to head out of town.
Yep. Connor and I will be in jolly old England when this comes out.
I've never been.
Blimey. I think that's what they say.
Isn't it Ireland?
I don't know.
Torty.
I'm hoping. Well, the good thing is I'm hoping to watch Bake Off live over there. Well, not live, but when it comes out over there. So that'll be fun.
Oh, that is fun.
Watch the
I haven't
actual...
watched it in forever.
I've watched the first 2 episodes. I've enjoyed this series so far. It's been some good
haven't.
ones.
I don't think I've watched the last 2 seasons.
I saw that we have some good registrations for the Virtually Live.
Yes. So, and to clear up the, so this is my first time, obviously, putting the site together. Aaron always did it. So I just wasn't sure on a few things. Either donation thing is fine. If you go to the link that takes you direct to Unite for Her, and you put in Aaron's name, they'll actually just send me a postcard and say they got donations, which I just got one today, as a matter of fact. Or if you do the donation through Run Sign Up, it's just going to go to Unite for Her also. I wasn't positive on it. That's what the little bit of confusion was in the very beginning, because I hadn't set it up previously. And it had to be set up on my account, obviously, and it was set up on hers previously. So I just wanted to make sure everything was correct, but it is all fine. So everything on the Run Sign Up site is going directly to Unite for Her. So, or if you just click on where it says click here to donate to Unite for Her, it'll take you right to their website. Also, if you just want to go through them directly, that's fine too. Like, I don't necessarily need to see exactly how much we raise or whatever. All that matters is money goes there, honestly.
Very nice.
So, yep, $5. I think there's probably like a processing fee. I think it's like $1.30. So $6.30 maybe. Something like that.
Okay.
It's pretty reasonable race.
Yeah.
For as many miles as you want to run.
As many miles as you want. Thank you, everybody who's already signed up. Please feel free to share it out, and let's make this a big old party.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Hopefully it's
great
good weather.
Yeah,
raise some
hit or
money.
miss.
Yeah, it's that time in November.
It'll be a little cold.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yep. So, yeah, we'll have a little birthday party.
There you go. So, hey, Michael, do we have any new 5-star reviews?
Actually, I don't know. I haven't looked in a long time.
I don't think we do.
Okay, we'll say no, and then we'll check next time.
Okay.
But if you would like to leave one, that would be great.
Awesome.
And if you'd just like to share the show, that would be fantastic as well.
Absolutely. So what are we running for this week? Let me go first.
Go for it.
God.
Because it's Big Miles time.
I feel like we have similar what we're running for.
God. So this weekend, I have 20 miles on the schedule for Saturday. The following weekend, 22. And then the following weekend, another 20. And there's obviously stuff to do during the week, but it's back-to-back big miles, and then we're going to start it. Then we're going to start into a taper. Trust the training. I'm going to prepare. I'm going to give it my all, but I'm a little intimidated. But whatever. Let's do it. This is that time.
Mm-hmm.
So big miles is what I'm running for this week.
Well, yeah, and you've already done 20, right?
I did 19, but yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
The thing is like, I plot these courses out, and it's so far. Like when you're plotting it, you're like, oh my God, I gotta bump out and find another 5 miles. It's nice that where we live, there's nothing but paths everywhere. But like,
So you can find stuff. Yeah.
but like I'm trying to get creative and like go places that I haven't necessarily been before because we run in the same areas all the time.
Oh yeah.
But
you don't have to tell me. I visit the Cooper Loop all the time.
Yes, I know. So I have my route for this Saturday and gonna do it, and hopefully, it feels somewhat better each time. And we could talk about this when we get into training, so I'm not going to go into it anymore. But yeah, big miles. That's what I'm running for.
Big miles.
Well, similarly, because of my mileage, I am running for all the food because all of a sudden I hit that point in training where I am voraciously hungry.
Yeah, you're just ravenous.
Yeah, like literally the other day, I stopped at our barbecue guys, good old OK Charlie's, when I was done my I don't know, it might have been a long walk, or in the middle of my walk, and grabbed some barbecue. I had a big old sandwich I made with the barbecue and some eggs and stuff. And then for dinner, I ate an entire unopened box of cereal.
Oh my God.
Because like the large size of Crispix, the entire box.
Oh, Crispix.
What is a Crispic? Like a Rice
That's
Krispie?
like Chex, basically.
Oh, like Chex.
Yeah.
Chex?
Yeah. An entire box.
Really dumb question.
Yeah.
Did you eat it with milk?
Yeah.
Or did you I just thought
milk.
you just raw dogged dry cereal, which is fine.
I mean, I do.
I could have done
of
that
times.
too.
I love it
I could have
too.
done that too. Yeah.
That's actually one of my go-to snacks. Like when I'm hanging around the house, it's just dry cereal.
Dry cereal, yeah.
And then tonight I went to Umale, and I got an appetizer that is meant for probably like 4 people of summer vegetables, and just ate the whole thing. Plus, ordered my pasta meal, which I did not finish the pasta meal, which I knew I wasn't going to, and I wanted to keep that for later. But yeah, I was like, I'm gonna like devour these vegetables. I was in there. There was only a few people in there, so I was talking to the guys, and they're like, "Well, whenever you're done, just let me know. I'll start making your pasta." I'm like, "Oh, I'm finishing this entire tray of vegetables."
Oh,
it's
God.
like, oh my God.
I mean, there's worse things that you can
Yeah,
kneel out on, right? Like,
yeah, because this is my last before leaving for London on Friday. These are my last like heavy duty mileage days heading into Hainesport, so I'm pretty burnt out mentally. So, and also I'm just like really hungry all the time.
Oh my God.
there's God, I'm jealous of London because you're just going to be eating nothing but bangers and mash
And biscuits.
and biscuits.
Lots of biscuits.
I've never done London. It's on my list.
And we should do London.
Yeah, I did study abroad in Scotland, but it was like a mini semester, so I was there for like, I don't know, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, something like that. And I ate bangers and mash like every other day, like a lot.
I would love to do Scotland, actually. Yeah.
It's gorgeous. It's like one of the most beautiful places on the planet. It's gorgeous. Yep. Well, I'm running I was actually just thinking that I'm missing our training group. So our coach changed stores, and now she's at the store down in Baltimore, and they got a new coach in Columbia, and I just haven't, I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want to do it without Megan. And I'm sure the new person is great, but I was like, oh, I'm missing my, my runs with Megan and my kind of group runs. And I was just kind of messing around on the website, and it looks like Thursdays they're doing beer runs with Black Flag Brewing, where you go and you do, a couple of miles around the lake, and then they give you a beer ticket and you ride over to Black Flag and get a drink. So I'm going to try that out on Thursday since I have to run outside on Thursday anyway. So maybe I'll get a little social running in. So that's what I'm running for this week. So a beer run, which I haven't done in forever. So I don't know if Tom's going to do it, or maybe he'll bring the dog and go for a little walk, and then we'll get a beer together. I don't know what you have on your
Oh, I like all of that.
agenda for Thursday.
It's Thursday. My workout is a bunch of intervals.
Oh, okay.
So it's not, yeah. I mean, that kind of lines up exactly with that distance. We have moved into 2-and-1s.
Oh.
That's pretty much exclusively my interval right now. So yeah.
Nice.
Also, just I kind of put out a poll or a question about doing a Marine Corps Marathon roundtable, and I have a handful of people that would love to chit chat about it.
Nice.
So we got to figure that out.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Tom, why don't you coordinate all that?
I will coordinate all of that. I'll pick the time and whatever works with people. But yeah, I just want to yap about it a little bit and get my head in the right mental space. Because we have a lot of people that have done it or are training to do it. So yeah, we're gonna have a nice little chit chat about it.
Nice.
Sounds good. I have
Cool.
a very busy schedule, so yeah.
Clearly. You're an international man of leisure now.
Yeah. God.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Like, we go through such ebbs and flows of what we're doing. Like, some weeks I'm like, we have no time to record this week. It'll be like a week we have to record. And I'm like,
Yeah,
we're
and then
doing
the next
something every
week
night.
there's nothing.
And I'm like, I literally am doing nothing for the next 2 weeks. Like, I have nothing on my calendar.
Of course. Yeah. That's just the way it works, right? Yeah.
So would you say, I don't know, some sort of segue with goal getters?
Insert goal getter segue.
Isn't he British? Is he British?
Yes.
I don't know.
Neil,
I remember
Neil
that one
is,
time I called him
yes,
the
he
wrong
is.
name.
Okay.
Because I confused him with
Here's-
one of
Neil
his
is
random
actually
other friends.
British. Yes.
Here's Neil with our goal getters introduction.
And now, it's time for our Will Run 4 Goal Getters. Congrats on making your goals, you getters. Oh, you runs the shit.
All right. Well, our first goal getter is Amy Nestor, and she's doing, Tom, like you, she's doing 20 miles for MCM this weekend.
Girl, I'll be out there with you.
Yeah. You guys should all be like FaceTiming and stuff with each other while you're out there getting those miles.
Got Lauren Dizrunner. Get back to walking, which is what I am limited to while going through IVF. My goal is to walk at least 4 days a week. Also to stay healthy and take all my supplements. Keep crushing it, everyone.
Amazing.
You too, Lauren. Resident marathoner Megan Avis. My goal is to get back into triathlon shape.
Good God.
All right, first of all, you can't go from quitting marathoning to signing up for multiple marathons to segueing into triathlons. She says, it's been a long time since I've tried something scary, so I'm doing Ironman Jacksonville in May.
Oh my God.
And fundraising for the Ironman Foundation.
Did I know she was doing that? The Facebook algorithm is so weird. So if she posted about it on Facebook, I don't know if I would have seen it.
My Facebook is nothing but stupid ads and groups that I'm not a part of.
Yeah.
So whatever.
What happens?
Yeah.
Zuckerberg.
Good luck, Megan.
Yay, Megan. Our friend Carrie, my speed work, hills, and strength training paid off, and I got a new half marathon PR at Bird in Hand.
Awesome.
Awesome job.
That's amazing. Well, especially because it's so hilly, and it was stupid hot that day.
It was
I remember
warm
we
and-
were doing something,
yeah.
and we kept talking about, oh God, they're at Bird in Hand dying right now.
Also,
It was a
they
very
had
sticky day.
they had a phenomenal turnout. Shout out to all of them because, they had a lot of people come out for it. Looked like an awesome time.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa Knits and Trains. I completed a metric century at my charity ride in Cape Cod this weekend. I was told this was a flat ride, but 2,400 feet of gain over 62 miles is not flat.
Yeah.
I would say you are absolutely correct. That is not flat. Hills are stupid, but the views were amazing, and I had a great time. Next goal is to be able to return to running after the doctor cleans up the mess inside my knee because injuries are stupid too. I
Yeah.
agree.
That's fair. Give me all the coffee. Stay consistent, especially now with higher mileage and prep for MCM.
Man, I cannot believe how many people are going to MCM.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be crazy. And then Kate runs far. After rolling my ankle on my last long run, oh my God, Tom's worst nightmare. My goal is to be smart, listen to my body, and not re-injure my stupid body.
That's a good plan.
That's a good goal.
Good.
Also,
It's a good plan.
once you hurt your ankle or roll your ankle, it's never the same.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
It
yeah.
just-
Especially at like a certain age. It's just you're screwed for like
And
3 or
it's-
4 years.
It's just like everything's fine with it, and then one day you're like, oh, this hurts again.
Yeah.
You've done nothing different. It's just, it's going to hurt for the
Yep.
next like few days. And then you're like, oh God, I'm going to have to go get it looked at. And then it's gone. The pain is gone.
We got Tim Delorio. We did miss his goal getter last time.
Did we?
Yes, it was in the DMs he slid into.
Look,
Look,
you can blame me because I don't contribute anything. So
I've been pretty consistent since the start of the year and getting in 2 strength sessions per week while biking, swimming, and running. Have been consistent. Who am I kidding? Last time I ran outside was WDW Marathon 2024, which I walked and DNF'd. In any case, this past week I swam a 1/1600 yard. This is my all-time fastest, even with recently only intermittent swimming. Strength training helps. Who knew? I also hired a coach, partly from inspiration from Tom. Thanks, Tom. So this past week also ran outside. It was horrible. I was slow by any measure, but reminded me of why running is pretty great. As an update, down 13 pounds since starting with my coach and staying focused, even though I'm hungry and sore all the time.
the joys of running.
Tim, you're amazing.
That's amazing.
That's great.
He also sent us the middle finger emoji as well because we forgot him. So
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, Tim, slide into those DMs. Resident fast hole Jack Wizig. Finish the last stretch of training for November's Philadelphia Marathon. I'm in a new age group, but the BQ times just got stricter too, so I just need to do as well as I did 2 years ago. We will see. I don't even live in that space. Like, I don't even know what the BQ time would be for men of his age.
yeah, I don't know.
I feel
Pretty
like
yeah.
I feel like they just got harder, didn't they? A little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's just because like so many people want to do it. There, I think, are more people than ever trying to do the majors.
Yeah,
Like, it just
feels like
seems
it's
like
pretty,
It's
pretty
kind of like
intense.
the running bubble is getting big again.
Hey, remember when I had to answer a question where I named a major and I picked Sydney?
You didn't even say Sydney. You said
I said Australia. God, I'm dumb.
And it was like what other people would have said because it was Family Feud.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like
I didn't say Boston. I
it
didn't say
wasn't
New
what
York.
is it? Categories is where you have to say the word like what's the thing nobody else
yeah,
is thinking
that nobody
of.
would say. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh God. All right, Coach Mal, getting back on track, trying to figure out why I'm so incredibly tired every day. Spills into my training, and I have a hard time getting in my workouts. It's because she's living that mom life. I've been running on vibes all year. I need an actual training plan with strength training for marathon weekend. I'm my worst client.
You know what? That's very refreshing that she says how when you're tired, it spills over to training, and then it's hard to get the motivation to get those workouts in.
Yeah. I didn't want to work
keeping
out
it real.
this morning, and I just dragged my ass to the fitness center. And then, like, once I got going, I was fine. But, like, it's hard to get started.
Yeah, getting there is the worst part.
It's the worst. She just did Disneyland, too. There were a ton of people in
yeah.
Disneyland.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got Run Disnerd, speaking of stars. With the temps looking like they will be on the warmer side, it's gone from a PB goal to just surviving Broen Marathon for star number 6.
I cannot believe he's gotten his stars so quickly.
He really has.
It's wild.
Eric from On the Runs, less than 50 days into the New York City Marathon. Looking forward to some long runs with no code
Oh
browns.
my God.
I can't believe it's only 50 days. I got to run that.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Also, I would have never gotten OTR. I would have been like, what is that? And then you would have been like on the runs, and I would have felt like the dumbest person in the world. So dumb. Oh, our friend Tice officially made my college cross country team at the beginning of September after running a 22:02 at a 4-minute mile race. Oh my
4
God.
miles in 22 minutes.
Oh
My God.
Remember when I asked him if he knew who Chris Farley was, and he had no idea.
Yeah. Yes.
That was embarrassing for me. Anyway, I'm not entirely sure what my goals are for the rest of the season since I didn't know I was going to make it this far.
There you go.
So I guess my goal is to set goals.
That's
there
cool.
you go.
Yeah,
Awesome
that's
job.
That's
Awesome.
incredible. God, he's so fast.
Sometimes I run Disney. I had a great PR 10K race this past weekend, and I'm running to keep the momentum going for a hopeful marathon PR this November.
Ooh, lots of people are going for PRs this year.
Yeah. Also, I don't know who that is. So, welcome.
Let's see.
Brianna. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny anymore. Like, I honestly, I don't want to be disrespectful because she's awesome. And I'm dumb. Had a good week of runs last week, including my 16-miler on Saturday, and that seems to have fixed my attitude about MCM after having Bird in Hand be a disaster 2 weeks ago. Just have to keep that positive momentum going for a few more weeks.
That's it. There you
Let's lean on each other. Let's
there
do
you
it.
go.
Sometimes I run Disney is David.
Oh, okay. Hi, David.
There you go. Adrian runs far. Continue to stay consistent with strength training, speed work, and long runs so I can, hopefully, break the 150 and a half marathon. First time racing a half since having my daughter, so I'm very excited and slightly terrified. You got this.
Awesome. We got Tony. Apparently, there's a heat wave that I didn't know was happening in the Midwest. So he
I have
wants
no
to
idea.
survive the stupid heat wave.
Is
Apparently
it
it's
like 70 degrees
no,
there?
it's like in the 90s and stuff, 80s and
What?
upper
Oh my
80s and
God.
90s and stuff. Yeah.
Also, I don't want to perpetuate this, but isn't it just always a heat wave when Tony's around?
It's true.
He's like, I have to take my shirt off. Man, look at me. Also, another thing. Is there something with Bob and walking a 12-minute mile? Because Tony was posting
That was
where
the fastest mile he's ever walked. Is 12.
Tony was trying to like beat a 12-minute mile walking pace, and
There's
it's
no way.
really difficult.
Your hips would hurt so bad.
My
So
legs
bad.
would fall off. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the fastest I've ever done is like 14:30 or something like that.
Yeah. I think our friend Andre, he did Dopey. He walked it, and he did it at like a 14 and a half, 15 minute or something.
With like
for the
a,
whole thing. That's
for
crazy.
like the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And then last but certainly not least, Holly does a marathon, keeping momentum as I go into my highest miles ever for my first marathon training.
Awesome. Well, we got
Amazing.
one more. We got EcoFit.
Ah, there she is.
My goal is to keep up with consistent runs, strength, and adding in some stretching and post-run yoga. My therapist wants me to work on breath work, which I've been focusing on more during the yoga and stretching, and has been helpful so far. I've been going to this new therapist for about a month now, and it's going well. I have an appointment with my doctor on Thursday to discuss a potential laparoscopy to see what's happening down below. My husband and I had a great time at a wedding this past weekend despite the tired legs after 16 miles.
Whew.
A drywall contractor came last week and patched up all those holes in our walls and ceilings from the AC leak. Now we just need to get a painter on board. Bathroom renovation is complete too. Just a few more long runs before the taper for MCM. My husband and pup will be cheering during the race, and I'll keep you updated on where he'll be on the course. Yes, definitely do.
Yay!
Awesome.
Emily's always got so much stuff going on, I feel like.
I know, right? Yeah, I do.
It's
I do
like
feel that as well.
Always chaotic. Like,
Yes.
it's always something. But yeah.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for your
Yeah.
goal getters.
Yep. Appreciate it.
I always love to see everybody's progress and what they're doing.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing like PR runs this year, it seems like, where for a couple years I think everyone after COVID was like, I'm getting back into it. It's a slow start. I'm figuring out like how to run again. And now I think people are back in it, and now like, oh, can I run fast?
You can.
We'll see. And I'm glad EcoFit called out like the stretching. I don't know. I've been trying to get better at stretching, and I really need to get better at incorporating maybe even some yoga or just even stretching on my rest days, because I'm not doing anything on my rest days.
I haven't stretched in like 5 years.
Oh my God. Doesn't your body hurt?
No,
Why?
I don't need it.
I don't understand.
Literally haven't stretched in probably 5 years, I don't think.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I feel like everything hurts when I don't stretch.
Yeah.
It was like I was having that hip pain, and I went to the doctor, and he's like, you need to stretch. Everything's tight. Like, he was like, that's why everything hurts.
I mean, everything definitely feels better after a run. After a long run, if I stretch.
That is a lot of times when Tom comes back, he doesn't want to stretch, and I have to yell at him
Yeah.
to stretch. Or sometimes I'll start doing a stretch, like I'll pull up a stretch on Peloton, and he'll be like, all right, and then he'll like do it, but he's like kind of reluctant.
Begrudgingly. Yeah.
Begrudge.
Oh, I just hit my mic. So do we want to give like any kind of updates on training or anything?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm sick of training. No, not really, but I tell you, training's not bad when you have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. I recommend everybody
Just stop working.
stop working and train.
I know. It's so great. It was like when I was off, I always take off the week of, or like my company closes down the week of 4th of July.
Oh, yeah.
And Tom still works. So it's kind of like I just am like home alone. I have no job. I work out for like 3 hours at like whatever time I feel like doing it.
You can go out whenever you want. Yeah.
You can just go do whatever whenever you feel like doing it.
Yeah. My training's going good. I'm always doing something. These long runs are kicking in. I got to figure out fueling because I just kind of do it sporadically, and I feel like I have a plan, and then sometimes I'm like, I don't want to eat any more blocks.
You should probably set a timer.
I definitely have like mileage, right? Like I'm like every so many miles I do something. And that kind of coincides with like the time I'm out there. So I do that. I'm pretty much all Cliff blocks right now.
Are you doing your paydays still? I know you bought like paydays.
I do paydays kind of at like certain milestones. I'll reward myself with a payday.
I'm going to put it on our list because I've just been buying little bags, but I'm going to go to Walmart and I'm going to get a huge ass bag of Nerds clusters. So you should be able to put those into some baggies and bring them out. I've been using those a lot.
Quick sugar, yeah.
I followed this running nutritionist on Instagram.
Yeah.
And she says they're great.
Yeah, just like a quick sugar hit, right? It's like, boom.
Yeah, she says they're awesome. She's really cool. I don't know. It's like the running dietitian or something on Facebook or Instagram. And she also did this really like great comparison about like the expensive gummies, like the what are like some of the gummies, like
I mean,
Cliff blocks.
Like the Cliff blocks or the
SIS and all those.
Yeah, all that stuff. And she did like one of those compared to just like Welch's fruit snacks. And she did kind of like a 1-to-1 comparison. And then like the cost. And she's like, you should just be doing like Welch's.
Yeah, you just need the basic sugar. Especially for like average runners. It's not exactly. Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty interesting. So now, I mean, that's what I was kind of always using anyway, but it was kind of nice to be like reinforced. But I like the Cliff blocks. Like I'll do those. My nutrition, ever since I've lost weight, has been like all jacked up when I try to run. Like I can't really eat before I run right now. I get really nauseous. So I'm trying to figure out like what I can eat before a run so I'm not dying out there.
Yeah.
Well, who did we just do an Inside the Runner's studio with? And they said that they can't really eat before a run.
Oh, was it Clydesdale Runner?
Yes, Clydesdale Runner. Was saying, and I've kind of noticed the same thing. And then I used to do like one cliff block every 2 miles now, and now I can do like about like a half a one every couple. The nerds clusters are much better. It's because my base is candy, honestly.
You are. Yeah, your base
I'm
is definitely
like
candy.
half of
My
me is
base is
candy at this point. So like half of my diet, half of my body.
Well, let me share this because this will sound ridiculous. Please judge away. I used to do 2 blocks every 2 miles.
I think that was fine.
Is that too much?
No, I don't think it was too much.
So, well,
So
and
take it down to 1 if you can't.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like that it like after 5 miles, I'm like, no, wait, I can't do math. After 10, yeah, it just seems like a lot especially when I'm getting towards the end, and I'm like just throwing anything in the
Well, that's
in the
because
tank.
maybe you should just be like switching some of this stuff up, because I used to, when I'd go out for long runs like that, I'd have pretzels with me, and I'd also have not Go-Gurt. What's the
the
applesauce?
Yeah, the applesauce.
Like
yeah.
I used to love applesauce out there.
Yeah,
So maybe you need to try a Stinger
Stinger.
Energy Chews. That's what she did a comparison
Okay.
for. I'm like on her page now.
I also do some of the Stinger waffles. I like those, kind of in the middle.
Yeah, so maybe it's just like
Yeah, maybe I'll try something new this Saturday on the 20 miler.
Mhm.
Not crazy new, but like a few different things.
Yeah. And are you bringing electrolytes out when you run? You got to get better at the
I've
electrolytes.
been honestly just straight water,
Well, you should.
like a lot of water.
Yeah,
I would
that's probably
use
why you
the.
feel like garbage.
I would get the salt stick then. Take the pills. If you don't like the flavor of the stuff, at least use the salt stick. Because I've switched more to water than even LMNT, which I generally liked, and I've switched more to just water with the pills, just because of flavor in the summer, especially. I find it works better for me stomach wise.
Here's a dumb question, and I said it was dumb. So with the temperatures getting cooler, like if I'm not profusely sweating like I typically do, should I still be taking the salt?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Because I've been bonking a little bit towards the end.
Yeah.
You probably should be taking in more calories than you are too.
Yeah.
You probably should be taking in a lot more calories than you are actually.
And make sure you're taking it early. Because I remember that was one of the things when I first started running that I screwed up, where I kind of treated my nutrition like a reward. Like if I make it to mile 8, I get to have a cookie or like whatever it was. Like it's like the opposite. It's like by the time you're at 8, it's too late. So.
Yeah, you got to think of it as actual fueling.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably right now take. In training runs, I don't take that much. But like race wise, I try and take like close to 200 calories an hour almost.
Okay.
150, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Tom, if you're not following this girl, I've just got her Instagram pulled up. This is I'm not endorsing. I'm not telling you to go buy her stuff or anything. Like I don't even know what she does.
At least information,
But she's like the running dietitian, and she's got a blue check mark, so she does something. But she posts like really helpful like Instagrams and stuff like that. And then she's got this one. These are like thinner consistency gels. And then it talks about like the carbs each one of them have. Or like, hey, here's something that you can eat before your turkey trot. Here's why nerd gummy clusters are taking over the running community. The benefits: they're easy to chew, quick carbs, they're portable, and they're fun.
Look,
And then it's, that it ends up being 50 cents per serving or something like.
okay, so I know you're not endorsing her, but she's also got 77,000 followers and 50 people we know follow her.
Well,
So
she's a niche. She's a small creator.
she's so now I'm following her.
She's. I'm so stupid.
No. That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. I'm saying like she's definitely known.
Yeah, so she's good.
Cool.
And it's kind of like realistic stuff. Like she's like, oh, here's one that's like Pop-Tarts, and it's got like stuff about Pop-Tarts, and like,
Oh yeah, I had a Pop-Tart before the last run. That was nice.
yeah. So yeah, and then she does like a runner review of like Eggo waffles versus what are they? The Kodak waffles, like the protein
yeah.
ones,
Yep.
and calorie versus this and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
if you're
so.
bonking, though, I would seriously look at how many calories you're taking early. You should
Mhm.
easily be at 200 an hour starting out, and maybe more than that, honestly, for marathon training.
I feel like I'm just taking blocks.
Yeah, but you need to be getting like 200 calories an hour those first, like, so
Couple.
yeah,
Yeah.
because you're talking what, 6-hour finish time approximately for Marine Corps.
Yeah.
Yes.
You should be banging in 2 to 250 those first 3 hours easily, at least,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
if not more.
And it should be a little easier now because it's not so hot. Like, I don't know if you're like me, but when it's hot out, I cannot
also
eat as much, even though I should be.
Oh, yeah, when it's hot, yeah, it's hard.
It's hard.
Also, the earlier miles, it's going to be easier to get it in than it is later, too. But
Mm-hmm. Well, and even I remember our friend Kimberly during Marathon at Dopey. Like, she's just one of those people like that never really ate during her runs, and she felt like trash. And everyone else was doing fuel like the whole time, and I think they stopped at like the banana stop, and she didn't take anything. And I know Nicole made her eat like half of a banana, and she's like, "Oh my God, I feel like instantly better." And it's like, well, no shit, like you feel instantly better.
oh my
You've been
God.
running for like 18 miles on like water and Gatorade. Like, what are
Oh
you
my
doing?
God. Yeah, this is why you feel better, because you ate something.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
God.
yeah. So
Yeah, because like the standard now is pretty much like 200 plus an hour, like depending on your size and all that kind of stuff too. Like there's calculators for it, but I would say if you're feeling like you're bonking, you should like look at how many your calories you're actually getting in. It doesn't sound like enough with just a couple blocks and stuff like that.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I feel like this last run that you did, you came home like, and I know it was hotter than it was but you were dripping with sweat. Like it looked like you
Yeah.
were losing like a lot. So I was like, I was like, are you drinking Gatorade? That's
Yeah,
'cause
and
you
if
were
you're gonna
sweating so much.
use the salt stick things, you should probably take 1 an hour with it, the pills or whatever they are. So take like 1 each hour as you're drinking the water.
And that'll help with like cramping and all that stuff too.
Chewable electrolytes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Salt
You can do
sticks,
that, or I just have the pills that I just take it with the water, or the chewable ones.
Well, you said you liked the pickle one, right? That was just like
Oh, that was
salty.
amazing.
So you can get some of that too.
That little pickle
It's
shot.
just that salt.
Yeah.
Remember at Donna when that guy had that cramp and he like collapsed in that woman's driveway?
Oh, yeah.
And Lisa Nitzentrain's sister ran off and came back with a bottle of like, what was it? It was like honey mustard dressing or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's something with
yes.
a lot of salt in it. Yeah.
We were
yeah.
like, go get, what did we tell her to get? We either said mustard or like we were giving her like options. And she came
It was
back.
like honey, wasn't it honey
and she
mustard?
came back with honey mustard dress and she wanted this guy to drink it. He's like, I'm not doing that. And she was being so nice. And he was so like not wanting to drink a shot of this random woman's honey mustard dressing. Oh, God. All right. Well, I'm not really training for anything, but I am running consistently at a faster pace where I'm like pushing myself, but not like dying. So I was debating on if I wanted to try for another PR, or not maybe another PR, but another proof of time before January to see if I could get slightly faster.
Mhm.
But all of our fall marathon, our fall 10Ks here are super hilly. So
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, is it worth like signing up and trying to do something if it's going to suck
Mhm.
and it's, not going to be a great time because it's so hilly? Although I run hills all the time.
Yeah, it
But-
might not really affect you as much because you actually do run hills.
Yeah, so I don't know. So I've been kind of keeping my eye out. I was actually thinking about like, is there something up near like Philly or Delaware?
Good
maybe.
question. Oh, Delaware is always good because it's flat.
Yeah.
It's very flat.
So I'm going to keep an eye out. So if anyone has any good like 10Ks in like the DMV area, let me know.
When is that Delaware Running Festival?
I can't.
Isn't
I
that
can't.
December? Or is that the Rehoboth Marathon that I'm thinking of?
That's the Rehoboth Marathon. Because, Running Festival. Let me look it up.
Rehoboth. Mm-hmm. But I can tell how I run is different now.
Yeah.
So, and I'm running like, I always just kind of like, I don't want to say I was running, but I was kind of like more like moseying, and I was definitely being more conservative about my runs, where
Yeah.
I like in retrospect, I was like, I always could have been running a little bit faster than what I run. But now I've been pushing myself on my short runs. And then when I did my longer run on Saturday, I was like, well, I'm just going to do the same thing I've been doing. And I didn't feel like trash afterwards. So I think I pushed myself a little bit further and try and do something. Maybe set some time goals for some like half marathons and stuff. So yeah. And Michael, you're running crazy miles.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I've done a lot of miles. I did like 17 hours of running last week, and then like 17 hours of running and biking, or 2 weeks ago, and then another 17 hours of running and biking last week. So I did I think I hit 70 miles 2 weeks ago, and then I hit 50 plus biking and almost 60 of running the next week.
That's a lot of miles.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. And I had the week before that, I think I was around 50. So a couple weeks ago. So it's been a nice block. I had these like 3 to 4 weeks where I really had to put in the hard work before going away.
Mhm.
So I've taken I've only had like maybe 2 or 3 rest days, but I've also worked in like some good walking days where I like walk like 9 miles or 10, 12-mile walks or whatever. So they're really low impact, but for what I'm doing, I need to get that time on feet anyway. So they work out well for me for what I'm doing,
Yeah.
So they'll help me with Hainesport, and then I can just kind of roll into New York after that. It's not really too much of an issue. Well, I mean, the issue is going to be, am I going to recover to roll into New York?
Right.
The issue isn't going to be, can I run New York? The issue is going to be, can I recover to run New York?
Yeah. Oh my God.
And not be in some kind of discomfort. But I think I should be okay. It is 3 weeks later, and that's when I felt good last year. So we shall see. And I think I'm in a better place physically this year, just because I've been training better.
More. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, obviously I have more time, obviously. And it's, so I've had a lot more time dedicated to putting into getting ready for the race. So I'm hoping that, helps things out. So see how it goes. I'm hopeful for it this year. I signed up for the 48. I'm still debating if I have like an A goal for the 100, like see how that goes, and then B goal is to see if I can go further. But I want to see kind of how I feel at that point because I do have New York 3 weeks later. I gotta be a little bit cognizant of that as well. So, because I do that's kind of important for me. So I want to do that.
Yeah.
And then I've been thinking I have some other things on the radar that I'm floating around with that it'll pop up, and we'll see what happens with them.
Yeah.
Always bouncing things around. But yeah, no, the training's been good. I've actually felt pretty good. I did tweak my knee the one day, and so I walked for like 3 days after that, and it was fine after I walked. It was just because I ran like fast for me anyway. You know, I'm old, so
yeah, everything
like
starts to
something
hurt.
tweaked, and I was like, oh, that sucked. This is why I don't run fast. So that's why I only run fast every 2 years and a half marathon to get a proof of time for Disney.
Yeah.
And the rest of the time, I slog around in far races at moderate speed and enjoy my time out there. Because running fast is miserable. So
it's a lot. It's work.
Yeah. But I've had like no foot issues or anything. I love the Topos have been great for me. Love those shoes. Might get out to the trails tomorrow because it's supposed to be rainy. So I like going out there in the rain because it's a little nicer.
I actually went out in the rain the other morning and it was raining. I was very proud of myself because I almost didn't. And then I was like, I'm just going to do it.
I walked home in the rain. So I dropped Connor off because I thought he was going to go driving at his mom's house, which is like 10 miles away. And I was like, oh, it was supposed to like stop raining in like 45 minutes. I was like, oh, I'll just walk home. It's like 10 miles. I was like, I need to get a walk in anyway. I was like, whatever. And of course, you know, it never stopped raining. And then also a New Jersey Transit bus like hit me with the world's largest puddle as it drove by.
Oh my God.
About a mile into the walk.
That's awful.
Thankfully, I had a raincoat on, and it like didn't really get me that wet, and I had shorts on, so it wasn't that big a deal. But I was like, really,
just Jersey street water all over your body.
Yeah, it was Jersey street water. Yes,
nice.
I had my hood up and all, so thankfully, like, didn't get on my head or anything like that. But I was like, oh Jesus.
And it's like a friend that fell in the harbor and got sick.
Oh God, yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, that's kind of how it felt. Yeah, I only had 3.5 hours of walking after that till I got home to get cleaned up.
It's so you're out there for so long if you're walking 10 miles. God.
Yeah, the walks have been interesting. So, but I've gotten used to them. They're fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean,
you got
that's
a really cute
term,
town. You got a really cute town, though.
Man, I have been at the Cooper Loop a lot.
I'm debating. We're gonna have to look at our calendar. I was like, although I guess it depends on like where you're planning on doing it. Because I was like, oh, do we just come up for the day and do virtually live together at the Cooper Loop for old time's sake, or would that be too hard?
We could do that, and then we could
have to look and see what we're doing.
We could just hang out at the brewery or something afterwards.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were going to be in Florida or.
I don't
know
if
we had a plan. Yeah, we didn't have a plan either.
I don't actually have a plan.
So we'll see. We'll keep everyone posted.
It's a good question. Where will I be is always a good question.
Yeah. Where in the world is Michael?
Most of my traveling has settled down a bit just because with Connor being in school now. So. I'm not really bouncing around as much. Yeah. But yeah.
Yep.
Who knows?
You know, the other thing I wanted to ask if anybody had seen, because I was deep in the comments and I was being real nasty. Did you guys see that girl on TikTok? Her name's Katie, and she's kind of a bigger girl, and she's been posting like her whole running journey and everything.
Oh, the
And
10-mile thing?
Yeah, and she posted
Yeah.
that she was out doing 10
I was
miles.
so annoyed
and
at
then
everybody. I was like,
all these disgusting
Yeah.
gym bros were like,
Yep.
she didn't actually do it. And I was
Yeah.
like fighting people in the comments. I was
Yep.
livid.
It was like a bunch of people who had no idea what they were talking about.
No idea what they were
Like,
talking about.
she's clearly just doing a slow training run.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So, yeah, she's not supposed to look wiped out. She's doing a slow training run. If
Yeah,
she
they
was
were
wiped
like-
out, she would be doing the wrong thing.
She didn't actually run it because she's not sweaty enough. It's like, first off, like why are you measuring like how sweaty she is? Or like she wasn't enough out of breath for them.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're like,
So-
well, when I run 2 miles, I'm like, well, because you're probably sprinting because you're a dipshit. And
Yes!
she's like taking it easy because she's on a training run because she's running races.
And then people in the comments were like, I sweat walking upstairs. And it's like, well, that's a you problem. Like, you're disgusting.
that's
like,
your
this
issue.
isn't, why are you bragging about that? Like, it's something. But I was getting nasty with people.
Good.
And
Yep.
then you'd have all these, like, and like having gross, like, men gym bros doing it that, like, you can tell, like, all they ever do is they sprint for, like, 2 minutes on a treadmill before,
Yes.
like, their next set.
Yep.
Like, and that's all they do. And you can tell there were like women chiming in saying that she hadn't done it. And I was like, get out of here. Like, I was so annoyed. And it went on for days.
It was so ridiculous. It was the
And
most
people were being
ridiculous thing.
So
I was
mean.
like,
And the girl was so cute and so nice. And then she like
it was
posted.
so positive, and she was just
so
like, yeah.
positive. Yeah. So
It was just
her
like,
name's
I'm just doing
Katie.
my easy training run. And like, you know,
Mhm.
she was clearly doing an easy run like she's supposed to. It's supposed
Yeah.
to be easy. You're not supposed to be dying.
Yeah, and then there were all these videos of like running coaches and things like that. They're like, she's doing what she should be doing. This makes sense. And then
Yeah.
like having to like explain to people that don't run that like walking during a run is like completely normal.
It's totally normal.
And it's totally normal, something everybody does. And, you know, I got so mad at one guy. He was talking about like, well, if you walk at all, your run's like negated. And I was like, oh, I should call my friend up who did Ironman, who was doing 5 and 1 intervals for their marathon that he didn't actually complete his Ironman because he walked.
It doesn't. It's negated.
Like,
Oh my
it's
God. It's
just,
the dumbest
people
thing
are
ever.
so
Just
dumb. But I
ridiculous.
was so worked up, man. I was being mean, and I've been so good that that was one of my goals was like to get out of the
It's
comments.
been a while since you've been.
And it's been a
fighting
while
online.
since I've been like in the comments.
Well, you're also not big on injustice, so
That's true.
I appreciate you.
But yeah, so she was just such like a kind, nice girl, and I felt really bad. So I was being really mean on her behalf because she wasn't going to do it. Well, because I knew we didn't have too much of like a topic this week other than like talking about our training and stuff. I didn't do a trivia, but I had sent Tom and Michael this crazy Taco Bell run a few weeks ago. And I was like, this is insane. We should talk about it and start, do we want to do it? And then I kind of went down a rabbit hole and I found like, what are some of like the weirdest, craziest races that go on? And I figured we could just like talk about a couple of them and then say like if we would do them or not and just how crazy are they. But let me just go through. It takes place in Denver. So all of our Denver people. Oh, and you have time. It's 17 days away. It's the 8th edition of the International Taco Bell 50K Ultra
Oh, yeah.
Marathon.
That one.
I feel like this could get me. I feel like this could get me into ultra runnings. So it held annually in Denver. That coincides with International Taco Day.
Oh,
If you complete the challenge, you will be deemed a survivor, revered, and heckled for life. is what their
Survivor.
website. Okay, so here are some of the race rules. Must be present at all 10 Taco Bell stops along the course. 0 tolerance for course cutting. You have to eat a menu item from at least 9 of the 10 Taco Bell stops.
Oh my God.
Okay.
By the 4th stop, all entrants must have consumed at least one Chalupa Supreme or Crunchwrap Supreme. Dietary restrictions
Jesus.
are allowed within reason. Honestly, they're basically saying, like, if you're a vegetarian, you're not doing like.
Yeah, you can't do it. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's just like one of these.
Well, I
things.
guess if you replaced the meat with the refried beans, I mean,
Maybe.
they're heavy.
They're heavy. They're heavy.
Yeah.
By
Can you
the
imagine
8th,
eating that many refried beans while you're running?
you would be so sick. I feel like I could do this because this doesn't sound a lot different from our normal Taco Bell order.
Oh my God.
Okay, so
I'm not running.
by the 8th stop,
You're not
all
running, no.
entrants must have consumed at least one Burrito Supreme or Nachos Bel Grande.
Oh my God.
You have to finish in under 11 hours. Drinks do not count as food. Entrants must keep all receipts and wrappers for confirmation of stupidity at the end of the run. An off-course bathroom break will be allowed at Wash Park. Survivors will eventually get a commemorative item after successful completion of the run. If you intend to participate, RSVP your statement of intent. Once you RSVP, you are in. This is like the Goblet of Fire.
Oh my God.
No on-course Pepto, Alka-Seltzer, Peptid AC, Mylanta will be
Oh
allowed.
my God. You can't even take anything. Oh, Lord.
No additional rules may be added, amended, or changed to promote the intent of this run, which is to do something completely stupid. Number 13, the rule number 13 it just says, congratulations with a question mark. Now, there's also an option.
Okay.
The Diablo Challenge.
Oh,
Lather all items with Diablo sauce
that's it.
and do a Diablo shooter at the end.
That's
Oh
it.
my God.
Or, here's for you, Tom, the Baja Blast
Oh,
Challenge.
girl.
Drink an aggregate of 2 liters of Baja Blast
Oh my
during the run without
God.
vomiting.
2 liters?
2
What is
liters?
it? What is this, a 50K? So 30 miles?
You have to do it in 11 hours. Can you drink 2 liters of Baja
Yes.
Blast in 11 hours? I feel like I could.
I could have done that in the time it took us to record.
I feel like. Also, I remember Erin didn't know what Baja Blast was. Her and I were at Taco Bell, and I was screaming my order at her because she was driving. And she says, well, what do you want to drink? And I said, a Baja Blast. And she looks at me like I'm crazy.
I don't know what a Baja Blast is.
And she was like, what is a Baja Blast? And then I had to explain to her, it's a Mountain Dew Baja Blast. It's Mountain Dew, but it's blue flavored. I don't know what the blue is. It's not raspberry.
Blue flavored? Look, it's its own thing, but
And it's its own thing.
yeah.
So that's the Taco Bell 50K.
Here's my
What
thing.
do we think?
This is the
I
fun
couldn't do
thing.
it because I can't even eat Taco Bell.
I could try it. But remember when
used
we
to
did
like
that
it,
donut
but-
run?
Oh God.
Here's the thing. I'm going to stereotype like really in shape runners that can't process this kind of crap because like this would do a number on people.
This would do a number on somebody like Des Linden. Anybody that's in the trail running community, I
Might be
think
okay. Yeah.
would be okay with
That's
it.
this. That does those like crazy ultra runs like that.
Yeah, but like this would kill Meb or someone that
Someone, actually, that cares about like
That-
fitness.
their body is
Yes.
an actual machine.
What about like a Mike Wardian?
I don't know like
That's
who could
good. Yeah, I feel like he
process
might be
this.
able to do
I
something
feel
like
like
that.
he could do something
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
right?
I feel like he's the kind of person who could do something like that. Although I think he's vegan. I don't know.
Oh, he'd have to. Oh, I don't even know. I don't know if you could do it vegan. Because
I don't think
know
there's a
what's
way to
in.
do Taco Bell vegan, honestly.
Yeah, I have no idea. No idea. All right, so that's our first one. What do you think? I feel like I could do it.
I would attempt it. Definitely.
I can't. every time I eat Taco Bell, it kills me. So I haven't eaten it in probably 5 years at this point.
It's not for the weak.
It's not for me. Yeah, I'm too
We
weak
just
for
got
that.
Taco Bell on Friday.
Oh my God.
We don't not get Taco Bell. Okay, there's this crazy jungle one in Brazil. I'm going to skip that one. This one is called Man versus Horse.
Oh, I know this race. Yeah. Actually, Mike Wardian did this race, by the way.
Oh, did he? Okay. So the Man vs. Horse Marathon is an annual race over 21 miles where runners compete against riders on horseback through a mix of road, trail, and mountainous terrain. The race, which is a shorter distance than an official marathon race, takes place in the Welsh town of some Welsh word I can't pronounce every June.
I would definitely do this. This is a cool event. I know about this event.
There are other man versus horse races in Scotland, near Loch Ness, New Zealand, and in the U.S. in Arizona.
Yeah, that's right. There's one in Arizona. Yeah.
Could you beat a horse? I couldn't.
Not even remotely.
Okay, here's the list.
Like a miniature pony, maybe? I could give it a run for its money.
Oh my God. Okay. So they've got a list of winners starting from when it was created in 1980. A horse won every year. They've got like a fastest horse and then a fastest human. And hang on. The year, the winner, fastest horse time, fastest runner time. So horses won every year. Although in 1982 it was close. It was a 2:06 versus a 2:10.
That's close.
That was pretty close. But a horse every year until 2019. And then, of course, it wasn't held in 2020 or 2021. In 2022, a human won. And then in 2023, a human won.
Like, is it close?
Yeah, it was like 2 minutes apart. So Ricky Lightfoot won in 2022, and he had 2 hours and 22 minutes, and the horse had 2 hours and 24 minutes. And then Daniel Connolly won the next year, and he had a 2 hour 24 minutes, and the horse had 2 hours and 34 minutes. And then it went back to horse, and then human again in 2025.
Okay.
Wow, the humans, they're stepping up.
They're stepping up. Also, they've got a list. I'm on Wikipedia. They've got a list of the weather conditions, and it says unknown for a lot of the 80s. They weren't keeping track. But here are some of the things that they have written next to like the conditions. Hot, hot, hot. Rain, sun, windy, cloudy, hot. Warm to hot. Sweltering.
Sweltering.
Nice.
So, man versus horse. I don't know. Michael says he'd do it. I don't think I would.
I don't think I would stand a chance against a horse.
Yeah, I don't think I would have a chance, but I would definitely do it.
I don't know. I don't think I could do it.
I'd cheer you on, though.
The next one I found, this takes place in March, and it's a fallout run. And you are a runner, and you're a worker at a secret radioactive atomic energy research facility. Suddenly, a siren sounds. It's the sum of all fears. There's been an incident. Yes, another one. The same thing happened the last 2 years ago. Radioactive material has been released. It's deadly upon contact. Traveling for 40 miles in all directions before the effects lessen, it will take about 12 hours for the fallout to spread that far. So, this race, you are outrunning a nuclear fallout.
Interesting.
Do you just run in any direction for 40 miles?
So, you've got and it looks like they do it. You've escaped for the fallout for 12 hours. You've reached minimum safety distance. You've survived at least for a few more years. However, the cloud will continue to expand. You can keep running. So they've got a few different distances. They have a 3-hour. They've got a 6-hour. They've got a 12-hour. And then they've got a 24 hours. And it looks like this takes place in the UK in March. and you register, and it looks like that you can, they've got like results and things, but it looks like you can kind of go out into different directions and they track you. So you will have time to swallow your iodine pill, giving you 30 minutes to clear the complex and immediate area before the fallout starts to spread. It will expand in real time on the trail tracking map. Go in any direction you'd like, but you need to stay ahead of the ever-expanding cloud or be instantly vaporized.
I mean, it's a cool idea.
Isn't that a cool idea?
That seems
I
like
found
a
this one
fun
on
one.
Reddit. Shocking. Doesn't this sound like something you'd find on Reddit?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, it sounds like a Reddit race.
That seems like a fun idea, though.
Isn't that a cool idea? So,
Mhm.
yeah, it takes place in March. I don't know. I couldn't do it. Also, what am I going to do? Just run out and, like,
Yeah.
I guess you'd have to, like, plan your route before your route.
I mean, how far can the average person make in 12 hours?
Far, right?
Yeah. It depends on the conditions, too, like what you're running on, road, trail, all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Weather.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at this map, it, like, by the time it's, like, 12 hours, the fallout is into the ocean. So, like, you have to make sure you're running in the correct direction as well.
Yeah, you don't want to run to the coast because you're not going anywhere else.
Because you're not going anywhere. Like, they've got maps. And, yeah, you get a GPS tracker. And you can work on a solo or you could do it as a team. And there's a medal based on performance. If you could either get a vaporized one if you're caught by the cloud, or a survivor if you've
Nice.
done 40 plus miles in 12 hours. Is that realistic, Michael? That
Yeah.
sounds realistic, right?
Oh, yeah. 40 and 12,
Interesting.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There's two more. I'll end with this donut one. But this one is near you, Michael.
Oh, God.
Actually, I don't know. It's Pennsylvania, so it could be near the other end. I have no idea. So this is Pennsylvania's most unique half marathon. They've got a half marathon, a 4-mile option. It takes place October 18th and 19th. And you race along the abandoned Pennsylvania Turnpike
yeah.
in the tunnels.
Yep, I know people who've done this, actually, yeah.
Yeah. So, experience one of Pennsylvania's most unique fall races. 2 massive tunnels, miles of historic turnpike, peak October foliage
Mm-hmm.
in the rolling hills of south central PA. The stretch of the Pennsylvania Turnpike, bypassed in 1968, offers a rare traffic-free race course. Choose the half marathon. Choose the half marathon Saturday or Sunday, the 1 tunnel 4 miles Sunday, or push yourself to the 2-day challenge. Run nearly 5 miles underground
Oh my God.
through unlit tunnels, headlamp required. Then emerge to sweeping fall views. The 4 miles is approachable for new runners, especially those who've completed a 5K and want the next step. I don't know, Tom.
It sounds cool.
Running through a dark tunnel. I thought this had your name all over it.
I would
It's-
definitely try it.
It sounds pretty cool. Like,
It sounds cool, right? I'd never heard of it before.
Yeah, I've definitely heard of this one. It does sound pretty fun.
Yeah, I feel like we should plan one year and go and do like the challenge and do both days.
That would be, yeah.
Yeah, because you can do, the one on Saturday and then the one on Sunday. Yeah.
I don't know. That's an awful long time underground.
Oh, you could also do the 2 half marathons. You can do a half marathon Saturday and Sunday.
Oh.
And it's a 26.2 challenge, road closed rambler challenge. The 17.1 is the tunnel traveler challenge. And then just like the half marathon or the tunnel. And it's actually not stupid expensive. I mean, this race is like, I don't know, a month away, 3 weeks away. And to do both half marathons, it's $185.
That's not.
For-
I mean, that's
for
not bad
like
for
3
two
weeks
halves.
out for 2 halves,
Mm-mm.
and then doing the other challenge is 155. And if you just do like one of the half marathons, it's $95.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
No, especially like I think it's probably cheaper if you like register slightly earlier, right?
I would think so. Yeah, than 3 weeks out.
I feel like we should do that.
I would definitely do that.
Should we have Rise and Run sponsor it or something?
Yeah.
Greg, get Greg on this. Good. Okay, and then the last one I wanted to talk about is
Okay.
because of my cursed race where we did that donut mile.
Ugh.
Oh,
There's the Krispy Kreme challenge, which I think we've talked about before, but I don't know if you know the details of it.
Let me hear.
12 donuts, 5 miles, 1 hour.
I can do it.
Oh, God. 2,400 calories, 12 donuts, 5 miles, 1 hour. The mantra of the Krispy Kreme challenge epitomizes the test of the physical fitness and gastrointestinal fortitude. What started as a challenge among Ted friends has transformed into a nationally publicized charity race and the #1 tradition to complete before graduating from North Carolina State University. Participants begin the challenge at Memorial Bell Tower on campus. They travel 2.5 miles through historic downtown Raleigh to the Krispy Kreme, located at the intersection of Peace and Person Street, where they attempt to consume 1 dozen original glazed donuts.
oh
The
my
hardest part of
God.
the challenge awaits for them as they run the 2.5. So they run out, eat 12 donuts, and then run back.
That's worse.
That's way worse than what I did
Oh,
That's
a
so much
dozen
worse.
donuts?
in one sitting.
I mean, I could do that, but I wouldn't want to run back. Did you say it was 5 miles total?
5 miles total.
See, that's not far enough.
It's not far enough.
No,
No.
because
No, because you're going to have to, like, it'll probably be like when we did that donut run where you literally had to open up your mouth to show them that you weren't hiding any donut.
Oh my God.
I will say Krispy Kreme would be easier though, because we had those thick cake donuts and that was killing people and nothing to drink. That was great.
It was the worst.
Oh
That's
God.
where all
yeah,
those
but
photos
a
are.
dozen donuts. Oh
a
my
dozen
God.
donuts.
It's a lot of donuts. And then 2.5 miles.
And then run 2.5 miles back? I don't think any of us could do it. Who could do it?
Can you
Michelle?
imagine?
Crazy runner Michelle?
I could do half of that challenge. I could probably get through a dozen donuts
You could probably run there, eat 100 dozen donuts, but not be able to
and
run
then
back.
pass out. Can you imagine the cramps that you'd be having trying to move after eating a dozen donuts?
Yeah, just your stomach alone would. Oh my God. I can't even.
I can't even imagine.
It-
Guys, it was so hard to get those donuts down.
I can't even. Oh, that's just so. It's like they would just blow up in your stomach.
Yes.
I'm sure it's on a college campus, right? So it's got to be all like college guys that do this.
That makes sense.
Do you think it's like the beer mile where people just throw up?
Yes.
Probably.
Like,
Absolutely.
It's got to be.
That's like probably 75% of the point of it.
Yeah.
To watch other people suffer and throw up.
Yeah.
I feel like
I mean, it's a college thing, right?
12 donuts?
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
I mean, Krispy Kreme now I want a donut.
Ugh,
That's my takeaway from this is I want a donut.
I'm just like looking at like some of the photos.
Yeah, it's all young dudes.
It's all dudes.
It's
It's all
all-
like college bros. It's like
I mean,
look, why are there guys dressed like hot dogs?
why aren't there guys dressed like hot dogs?
Well, they should be dressed like donuts. It's literally all men. Like I'm looking at this photo.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's all like 18-year-old boys. Like look at it.
Yep.
Exactly as you would expect.
It's not a varied group of people, I'll tell you that.
No. If you want to know where all the white people in Raleigh are that day, it's here. It's
My word.
So yeah. So those are some weird races. So if you guys have any other weird races,
Mm-hmm.
Send them our way so we can talk about them or consider them. I want to do that tunnel run. Maybe we do it next year.
I think that's a cool idea.
That one's definitely doable.
That one's doable. I think of all of them, that one's doable. I think for me, I might be able to do that Taco Bell run, but I can't do it by myself because I can't. If I have to navigate anything, I can't be out there by myself.
Wandering around Denver.
I can't be out there in Denver. Just wandering around.
Wandering the streets of Denver looking for Taco Bells.
Because, like, there's
Full
a
of Cholula.
course, but, like, it's like, what's the, Barkley, where you have to bring a receipt and your wrapper with you
to
back.
prove
Like,
that you
they're
went.
not, like... like,
You gotta
but
bring
there's
the
a
receipt.
course, like, it tells you, like, where to go. But if, like, they don't have sign, and I'm sure they don't close the roads. You're on sidewalks, I guess, right?
There's definitely no road closures for that.
Yeah. 30.9 miles. Oh, and then you're running in Denver as well, up in that elevation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a recipe for disaster. Why is it there? Is that where Taco Bell's based out of?
There's a lot of runners there. Big running area, big ultra area.
Oh, guess. Yeah. Interesting. All right. Well, that's all I got. I did a look, guys. I prepared
Look,
into
a segment.
a kind of a segment.
I like it.
It was something.
That was good. Do we want to wrap up with something good?
Sure.
Do I have anything? Oh, so this was weird. I was just listening to Spotify randomly, and I asked Siri to play New Orleans jazz. And it got me stuck on this band called the New Orleans Jazz Vipers, who are a swing band that got popular on Frenchman Street in New Orleans. And I think they formed in 1999, but I've been listening to them for the last 3 days nonstop in the car. And it's just old covers of jazz standards, and it's just such good music, and it put me in such a good mood. So yeah, I don't know. The Jazz Vipers is my something good. Randomly.
I don't know if anybody has heard of these, but audiobooks. I've been listening to them while I run.
Okay.
I'm on the Fellowship of the Ring, which is approximately 45 hours long.
I was like,
think.
that's
Oh
got to
my
be a slug.
God.
Who's narrating it? Is it like somebody like famous, or is it just like
Yeah, it's what's his
audiobook
name? I can't think of his name. Gollum.
Christopher- Oh.
Circus?
Andy
Andy
Serkis.
Serkis. Yeah,
I was going to say
sorry.
Christopher Lee.
Yeah, no, not Christopher Lee. Andy Serkis, and he does a good job. I have the one of The Hobbit he did as well. But yeah, they're very long because in the books it takes them like a decade to leave the Shire after Gandalf shows up. By the way, they don't leave.
I've read them once, and I did it in college, and I can't. They
don't like. It's not like, oh, there's a party and they leave. No. It's like a decade later, and then Frodo moves, and then they help him move, and then there's a lot of singing, and then they run into Tom Bombadil.
I love Tom Bombadil. I also saw something that was like, if Lord of the Rings was actually book accurate, it would be a musical. And then
Oh yeah, definitely.
The other thing about, and I wonder if an audiobook would be better, is when I read it, all the character names, because like Tolkien was such like a linguist, like they're impossible to tell apart.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have names that are one letter apart, and then I'd get like confused about who they were talking about where. And then I just felt like I was constantly cross-referencing a map, and the map's not that confusing, and yet I was still like, I don't understand. I was constantly like pulling the map back out. So are you going to get through all 3 of them?
Yeah, because I'm going to save the other 2 for the race.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Well, actually, I mean, I can't save both of them for the race because they're probably also 40 hours long.
They're probably longer, right?
Yeah, they're probably longer, actually. I am pretty far along. I'm almost done Fellowship because the Balrog just showed up.
Oh, nice.
So they were just crossing the bridge with the Balrog. So that's happening now.
Oh, God.
We're all through Frodo's move. We learned all about his moving. They moved back and forth. They stopped and saw the farmer. They talked to the farmer. They sang 45 songs. They stopped at Tom Bombadil. They sang 45 songs. They went back to the Shire. They lived there for a decade. They sold his furniture at auction.
Yep.
There was not a big sense of urgency for that ring in the beginning of this book. I'll tell you that.
Clearly.
God. Tom Bombadil's like a chaos agent. Trying to think. Is there anything like I have for my something good? No, I started a really bad fall book and then I DNF'd it, which is the first time I've done that in a long time. So that was obviously not a something good. Tom got me a really cool book about witches that I'm currently reading called The Coven. And that's pretty good. And there's like vampires in witches. And they're sexy and they're in a school. I don't know. And then we're also watching Wednesday, season 2, which is good. And Steve Buscemi's in it, and he's the new principal. And he's kind of like, remember when he did that clip? I don't know if it was on Fallon or where it was, where he does like, how do you do, fellow kids? Like where he's like that. He's kind of like that.
That's the vibe.
Oh, that's amazing. I do love Steve Buscemi. I've always kind of loved Steve Buscemi.
And he's really good. So it's good.
Can I have one more?
Yeah.
Because Dinah's been reading a lot, and I finished a book, and I'm very proud of myself. I finished Jaws. It was only 300 pages. I've been reading it for 4 months.
I was like, you started it in April or May.
But how different the book is compared to the movies was pretty interesting. I guess no spoilers, but like it really just kind of ends. Jaws does not have this big climactic moment like the movie. It kind of just ends, and I was like running out of pages, and I'm like, when is there going to be some ridiculous thing that happens with this shark? I don't know. It was good. I'm glad I read it, but like,
was the movie better?
The movie. I don't want to be that kind of person. And be
like, sometimes the movie is better. Like,
I mean, you're talking about one of the greatest films ever made with like some of the most amazing performances ever.
I might say Lord of the Rings is better as a movie than it is a book.
Yeah, the way they created urgency, really, especially Fellowship, definitely.
Yeah,
it's just like the storytelling in it is good in the book, but he's just he's more focused on the lore and the history, and he's kind of writing like a textbook more than.
Yeah,
I'll just say they're drastically different. The book and the movie.
You said there's like the mob, and there's all this like stuff about like property law and
like and like people buying up real estate, and then when the shark comes into town, like. All the tourism all the tourism dries up, and then like the people that bought the real estate can't offload it, and so they're into the mob, and then like the Brody's wife cheats on him with Hooper, and like that's a very long part, and then they're at like a dinner party, and Chief Brody just gets hammered, and it's all about him being drunk, and then Quint is kind of a different character. And like in the movie, when they go out to fight the shark at the very end, they're just out there. In the book, they keep going home and going out the next day and keep going like it. So it's like, I don't know. It was a different experience. I'm glad I read it. It took me 4 months to read a 300-page book, but yeah. Jaws is my other, I don't know. I like the movie better than the book, and everybody says the opposite. So, there it is. Hey, I have a quote.
To end us on?
I'm going to end us on a quote.
Okay.
And this is a shout out to everybody that's training for their fall big races. Difficult roads always lead to beautiful destinations. Zig Ziglar. I don't even know who that is. Who is that?
Like the showman Zig Ziglar? No, that's Ziegfeld.
I
don't know
definitely have
who's-
heard that name. Is he like some like business book guy?
If he's
Didn't
problematic,
he-
I've done
Didn't
no
he
research.
Didn't he
He's
write
like, he's a Nazi.
If
Didn't
he's
he write
problematic-
how to win friends and influence people or something like that? No, it's Dale Carnegie. Isn't he like one of those guys, or am I mistaken?
Okay, first of all, when I read Zig Ziglar, I thought of Marky Mark's character from Boogie Nights.
He's an author, a salesman, and a motivational speaker.
Oh, yeah, so I am correct. He is like Dale Carnegie. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, he wrote Secrets of Closing for the Sale.
Oh, well,
Ziegler on Selling.
There you go.
Embrace the struggle.
Always be closing.
Always be closing.
ABCs. So
Always be cobbling.
if you apply it to running, difficult roads always lead to beautiful destinations, and that's your finish line.
He looks like a straight nerd, too.
All right. All right. Your anti Zig Ziglar rhetoric is
I mean,
just
I'm not.
off-putting.
I'm just...
He does look like a nerd.
Doesn't he? He's like...
All right. Well, thank you all for
He's
listening.
got like a bow tie on.
We
He's a grown
appreciate all
man.
of you. And we will talk later.
Bye.